Alright guys, we're back with more to our playthrough of Resident Evil 4 Remilk VR. We just did an interesting encounter against Vittorio Mendes where the shotgun actually stuns him consistently in the second phase, which was a big change from the original pre-alpha. Let's see what Chapter 7 is like. Well, that didn't work. The detection on grabbing your knife from your chest is very weird. This is why, once again, I would much prefer the knife to be on Leon's left arm rather than on his chest. If Ethan is clever enough to put it on his arm, and he's not even... I mean, he has a bit of military training, with a very basic amount, and he has the common sense to do that, why can't Leon? Okay. I crouched and it still somehow hit me. That was weird. Like, I keep accidentally parrying the Plaga-type Mandibula when I don't want to. Okay, so that's annoying. So if you just have your knife out in general, even when you crouch under that attack, it will just automatically do the counter. That can be a bit problematic. Again, it just pulled me into it. Of course she's still alive after that. Oh, I have to actually... What? Oh, that's awful. That is so bad. Reticle is so bad. Look at her just running around. Okay, so how do I move it down? Move it down, dude! Oh, like that? Okay, that is so awkward. This is really awkward. I can't even tell where it's aiming at. Fire! I have to actually look at it so that the X prompt registers. Like, I'm looking away and it will not register my X prompt. What the hell were they thinking with this? Just have it be the same locked view as in Resident Evil 4 Remilk. Don't waste time with this garbage. This is so bad. What the hell were they thinking with this? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. That was terrible. The catapult sequence was okay in Resident Evil 4 Remilk, but this was bad. No, so you don't have to pull it that time. In Resident Evil Village VR, you'd have to pull on that and it'd be pretty clunky with this detection. I don't know why they just constantly go back and forth with designs. Every time with their fundamental designs in the VR games. The fundamentals are just different. Like, they just flip-flop between one design and the other rather than incorporating both designs. How many times are they gonna keep doing that move? Do they even allow you to parry that on the VR version? Nope, they don't allow you to parry. That's so dumb. Nice. At least you don't have to equip your flashlight in a separate hand like Resident Evil Village VR. Grab your gun, dude! Oh, and I took damage. Of course he fucking knows. I managed to get past that attack somehow. This guy is so broken. Just because I stood over there, he just knows where I am. Yeah, this is not good. I think it's because of the projectile-based nature of the bullets. I think the slightest movement of your hand causes the projectile to miss. Because it's not hit scan-based weaponry you're using projectile-based weaponry. That's probably why a lot of my shots are missing. But again, I need to remember not to use my pistol, because I need to save up an absurd amount of pistol ammo if I'm going to do Ashley's stupid section. Oh, you're still alive? Oh, come on! What is she doing? Is it because she's in loose formation?
With me.
Okay.
That's why. I guess I'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. If I had more shotgun ammo, I could take him head-on, but I don't. And plus, I need to save up on a lot of ammunition for Ashley's stupid section. Even this amount of ammunition I have for my pistol is not enough for Ashley's section. That's how stupid it is. Can you imagine being able to use your knife to peek around corners, like using the reflection? I always liked that idea in the game, cause ever since I saw the final episode of Season 2 of Stranger Things, where Hopper's using his knife to peek around the corner. And see, that's at least good, because I can run after them and stun them, and have plenty of time to do the suplex, compared to the original pre-alpha. It still doesn't make any sense why you can't stab the Plaga, yet you can stab the Plagas on the Armaduros. If you could stab the Plagas, that would save so much time. And once I actually get the same rhythm down for the VR version, I can do this a lot more effectively. Also, I was playing Resident Evil Village VR yesterday, and the reticle system, or like the iron sight system, is so much better than in Resident Evil 4 Remilk VR. Like, you could actually see, like a red part of the iron sight, and you'll notice that, even when I'm, like, aiming like this, you know, the center part of the iron sight dips down a bit and goes to the left or to the right. Well, it doesn't do that in Resident Evil Village VR, so where you point is always accurate with the, iron sight. I don't know why this pre-alpha has that issue. Like, see what I mean? It literally looks like the center part of the iron sight is on the enemy, but it somehow misses. And of course, Resident Evil Village has a hit scan based system for weapons, rather than a projectile based system for weapons, so that's probably another thing as well. Grab the ammo, dude!
Ashley!
Yeah, this reticle's awful. The iron sights in Resident Evil Village VR are much better.
Right. Next. One down.
See, I can't even tell if I'm hitting the header or not. That's how bad the, Whoa! Like, if I was using a sniper rifle, it would probably be different. That detection on picking up, ammunition is pretty bad when you're trying to reload. Oh, come on, that was a parry.
Watch out!
God, this iron sight is awful. How could they do such a downgrade from Resident Evil Village VR? I guarantee you guys, I would not be missing those shots in Resident Evil Village VR. Because the iron sight is designed a lot better. Or it doesn't make, like, the front part of the gun go down like that. Okay, the shots are not classed as focus shots, apparently. That's dumb. Whoa. Yeah, this room's still just as bad, unfortunately. They just throw so many enemies in this encounter. And it's so unnecessary. God, this is taking forever.
Anytime.
Stop hitting his head. I'm trying to hit his body. And of course he'll transform. Oh, you saw that bullshit? I pumped the shotgun and it didn't register properly. Why is there no ability to auto-cock like in Resident Evil Village VR? Auto-cocking was necessary because the cocking detection was terrible. Trying to grab onto the slide with your shotgun or trying to grab onto the bolt on your sniper rifle had really clunky detection, which is why auto-cocking was needed. But apparently they removed that, which is stupid. I didn't even slash, I don't even know how I got that.
Ashley, let's go!
This is going to be So bad. This is going to be terrible. This is going to be so bad. This is going to be one of the worst sequences in Resident Evil 4 Remilk VR. For sure.
I'll cover you. Don't stop.
Oh my god, it's... Oh, this is awful. The shooting is so bad. My reticle is on the enemy's head and it's missing somehow.
Be careful.
What? Oh, come on. Grab the fucking shotgun, you idiot! There are definitely things that feel better in Resident Evil Village VR. And picking up your weaponry and picking up ammunition from your pouch. They feel better with their detection. You know what's happening? You know, typically in Resident Evil 4 Remilk, when you're shooting, your reticle kind of goes up a bit. And maybe the focus reticle system is actually a factor to consider here. But you just can't see it now in the VR version. That is so retarded. That's probably why my shots are missing, even when my iron sight is on an enemy. Like, see, how could I be missing just then? That is terrible. Yeah, new Capcom Design 101. So much for me saying that this was slightly better than Resident Evil Village VR. It really doesn't feel like it right now, with some of the functionality. I've saved so many times in this one water room area, because it's that tedious. It's even more tedious on VR because of the problems with the shooting. Apparently you can reload the shotgun one-handed. How's that possible? Like, I think the developers were exaggerating. There's no reloading one-handed with the shotgun. In case you're wondering what I'm referring to, the developers did an interview with PlayStation, and they talked about some mechanics with Resident Evil 4 Remilk VR, and I'm not seeing any of them right now. I mean, the improved movement I can see, but the problems with the reticle on the pistol, it looks like the same shooting issues in Resident Evil 4 Remilk are here in Resident Evil 4 Remilk VR. So I spoke too soon saying that the shooting was improved.
I'll cover you. Don't stop.
Let's see, how the fuck am I missing some of my shots?
Next.
It doesn't make any sense.
Be careful.
Oh my god. What is happening? Yeah, I can't do this. I need the sniper rifle, something. This is not working. Let me do one more attempt at this. And I would try to use flashes, but Ashley refuses to go past enemies even when they're blinded. She refuses to go in general if enemies are behind her, compared to the original Resident Evil 4. Yeah, this is a sequence that was much better on Resident Evil 4 VR. Resident Evil 4 Remilk VR is awful with this sequence.
I'll cover you. Don't stop.
Yeah, I can't even see the center part of the iron sight, and I'm somehow getting these shots. Really? More of these guys? I thought I pumped my shotgun, but apparently not.
Present for you. There you go.
Look at her. I am going to have a lot to show with how bad this stupid sequence is. And how bad the shooting is. But right now, I just need to get the sniper rifle right now. This is just not working out. Looks like I have to reallocate this somewhere. Oh. I have to reach so far to my side to get it. Alright, now I need to make a save. Yeah, I can't deal with the shooting problem. This is awful. It's probably not gonna look like what I'm saying, where even when my iron sight is on an enemy, it misses. It probably looks like my iron sight is not on the enemy on your screen. But trust me, even when the iron sight is on an enemy's head, it misses. And I think it's a combination of the reticle-based system that was part of Resident Evil 4 Remilk, the projectile-based nature of the bullet, the tendency for the recoil to cause the weapons to go upward, and that's not being represented in the gameplay of the VR version. That's probably what's happening.
I'll cover you. Don't stop. All right.
See, this is working out a lot better than the pistol. It's very shaky because it's... Oh god! Jesus! So that's probably why they moved the pouch over there, so that they have room for another weapon slot. Because this weapon slot right here did not exist in Resident Evil Village VR. I hate that delay on the pump. Oh my god. It's a little bit awkward doing this on VR without shooting Ashley. But I suppose I could have used the flash grenade. All part of the blind playthrough experience, unfortunately. Like, even though you can pump it at any speed, you still have to wait for the cooldown to be done. Which is pretty dumb.
Hang on. I've got you.
The scope is very blurry on my end. One of the main limitations with VR.
They keep coming. There you go.
Give me a warning next time?
They're just swarming her. Look how bad this sequence is. God damn it, Ashley, fucking go!
Shit.
That's the most... What is she doing? And they just keep coming!
One down.
What an awful... Yeah, this is way worse than the VR version, I would say.
You hurt?
I'm good, thanks.
I'm hurt with the fact that I had to re-experience this awful sequence again on a new platform. That's just one of those sequences where you have to wonder why they don't put the sniper rifle in the world. Why are you only able to get it from the merchant? If you're going to be designing a sequence like this, Where the sniper rifle is clearly the weapon you need. Like, what if you didn't have the right amount of money to get the sniper rifle? Like, that just seems very limiting. It shouldn't be up to the player to know how you designed your section. You've got to convey this better through the world. I mean, that's seriously just dense of the developers. And it's odd because they had the foresight to realize this, and so they put the sniper rifle in the Separate Ways Remilk content in the very first chapter. But they don't do the same here. Like, instead of the Red 9, give us the sniper rifle. If you're going to be designing a sequence like this, that works so much better with the sniper rifle because the shooting is awful. And it's even worse on Resident Evil 4 Remilk VR. You can't stumble him. I thought you could. Can't get a good shot at this distance.
She said meeting you once was enough. Out of the way.
Shouldn't break that just yet. I need to take care of these enemies. Next thing you know, I'm supposed to be aiming for the neck area. Because of the recoil, the muzzle moves off target and the pattern shoots high, as I learned from High School of the Dead. Maybe they're applying that logic right there. Now I throw a grenade through here. My hands are very shaky trying to do that.
Another one. You guys are really starting to become a giant pain in my ass.
Whoa! Oh, that's... How the hell did he catch me that fast? Oh, and again, I can't hear audio out the left-hand side of my headset, so I can't tell if this guy's attacking or not unless I look this way. Oh, shit! I'm having a lot of difficulties trying to grab that. That one had a chin on him. Good. Oh, I thought I pumped it! What the fuck?
Yes,
Every time with this pump feature.
it works.
Again, why is auto-cocking not in this game? Sorry, pre-alpha. Like Resident Evil Village VR. Let's hope this doesn't mess up. Okay, good, I didn't have to adjust it like that. Thank God. Trying to trick me to do the knife execution? Really? That's still stupid how the Komeos die fast from the knife, and you don't lose a lot of durability if you just slash them in general. Yet if you do the knife execution, it takes off way more durability, so that's a pretty bad implementation of a knife execution animation on a Colmeo. Wow, I got a lot of sniper rifle ammo.
Sorry.
Oh wow, he never does that, where he just stands there. I've not done this chapter in a while. Because again, I only ever play Krauser. And it's not for the reason you're thinking, it's not because, oh, I like him, it's just because he's such a poorly put together fight that I'm just trying to comprehend what the developers were thinking with him. And I still haven't comprehended how the designs are with Krauser and what they just want you to do. That's literally the only reason I replay Krauser and over again. It's just to comprehend the designs put into him, because I literally cannot for the life of me figure out exactly how they designed Krauser to be that bad. I've killed him so many times with a knife at this point. Like, Krauser is that bad of a boss. Like, he's the worst boss, the most disgraceful boss ever in the entire Resident Evil series. And he's the worst boss I've ever played on any title ever. And notice I didn't say game. Title is a more generalizable term, so I can avoid saying game when I want to say pre-alpha. You know, I just realized I don't think the auto mantle system is in this VR version, so I won't get screwed by that. Oh, forget it. I knew I was not going to get out of there. I know Ether tries to kill the Red Zealot, and I think he has the right idea. It's just I don't have the best equipment for that, because this guy has more life than even the Brute, honestly. It doesn't make any sense because he's a normal Ganado, yet he's just wearing all red. You know, he doesn't flinch. He takes an absurd amount of punishment. He can take like 3 knife executions and he'll still be alive. He's one of the most broken enemy types in Resident Evil history. Okay, so I'll blind him right now. Ashley, come on! What is she doing?
Present for you. Here you go.
Ashley, where the hell are you? Come on. Just hold her hand. Like, why can't there be an option to hold her hand or something so you can take her with you? On the VR version, at least. I mean, the developers have no common sense at all.
Hey, Leon, there's some armor. Bet you could use it like a bulletproof vest.
Little old-fashioned for my
That's a dumb excuse, Leon.
taste.
Too bad. I think you'd look pretty dashing.
And she's telling jokes after she was crying to Leon in chapter 8.
Ashley, stay up there.
So silly. And she's worried she'll hurt Leon. Are you serious?
Present for you. They keep coming.
And now she's just standing there now. Look how far back she is. What is she doing? It's one of the main issues with using flash grenades, because Ashley gets stunned by them for some stupid reason, even though Leon literally tells her to cover her eyes. Yeah, she just stands there like an idiot.
Ashley.
Ashley, come on. Grab her hand. Something, dude. I don't care that she's getting sun. Just drag her if you have to. Now look at this. Here, just... Where are you? Here, give me your hand. Give me your hand right now. I'll take you with me like some overbearing parent. That's how that should work. At least in the Plague Tale Innocence, Hugo constantly had his hand held by Amicia, so you never, ever got screwed by him being a dumb AI, because he was always with you at all times. Leon doesn't have any sense with escorting teenagers like her, even though he should have experience with Operation Javier if he dealt with Manuela Hidalgo, but apparently he didn't in this Remilk. And it's funny how, considering that the developers want you to have Ashley by your side at all times, and just have her disrupt the normal flow of combat, and just break the gameplay down too much, I'm amazed they don't have her down here with you, because I feel like that would be new Capcom's way of just joking around with the player, and just bullying them for trying to like their experience. Somehow I just feel more substance between Leon and Ashley in Resident Evil 4 OG, and they never talk in-game, only in cutscenes, than in here where they're saying dumb stuff like that. Here goes. Whoa, that guy was very delayed with getting stunned by the blue flames. That was pretty broken. Actually, do something.
Hey! Get away from Leon! Thanks.
Huh, you actually get to see what it looks like from Leon's
Sure you're all right,
perspective.
Pup?
At least you don't have to deal with Ashley's bad movement, because Ashley was way more sluggish, and her animations were so much more heavy compared to Leon. I don't know why. It's like, why couldn't it be like this with the cannon, for instance? You know? Oh good, you can just press X, you don't have to put your virtual hand on the button like Resident Evil 4 VR. Because that detection was terrible. Run! At least I don't have to sit through an animation, so I can at least do this very quickly. That detection's very strict. A good thing I can just rush them, because I don't have to sit through that animation of her pulling the gong. Yeah. Thank God you can just press X on these buttons rather than use your virtual hand. If that was a sequence in Resident Evil 4 VR, I'd be dead so many times. Because that detection between your virtual hand and the button was awful. I still don't understand why they're trying to kill her. If this is a hive mind, they should know they're supposed to capture her, right? It really doesn't make any sense. Like, the whole hive mind aspect with the plagas now in Resident Evil 4 Remilk is done so poorly. There's no reason for it. It's just there to suit the developer's convenience when possible.